Once you grasp this truth that I'm about to tell you, it'll set you free from religion. It'll set you free from parents and moms and family and governments and police, everybody. It'll set you free. And it's simply this: you are divine. God has exploded in a Crab Nebulae explosion, and he has come and manifested himself as billions of people. And you're one of you, and so am I. When I look at you, I see God. When you look at me, you see God. That's why God's name is I am. I am God. It doesn't mean that me, God. It means I am. When you say I am God, you have to say, what is God's name? I am. What? I am God. Oh my God, then all the people, Christians run around, oh, I told you they think they're God. I don't think any of the other side. No, Jesus Christ said, the scripture says you are God, and the scripture cannot be broken. So he said it.
Yeah, like I'm not third album.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be discussing the Jupiter conjunction, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus happening on April 20th at 21 degrees. But we're definitely feeling this now and have been feeling it now. And I'll talk a little bit about how I feel that way. But the signs this will affect the most are the fixed signs, which is Sagittarius is a lot of fixed sign. Aquarius and Taurus and Sagittarius. So not fixed, all fixed signs. Aquarius, Taurus, and Sagittarius will feel this the most. Sagittarius is a 21 degree. And Sagittarius or 21 degrees is foreigners, foreign countries, highways, streets, streets that are broad or big, or things that are broad or big, and extended, horses, horseback riding, racetracks, tennis players and courts, long legs, hips, thighs, bones, or thigh bones, modeling, female fashion and fashion shows, publishing, books, journals, published books, film, art, cinema, religion, priests, colonels, generals, travel agencies, travel agencies, higher education, universities, professors, and import, export, and borders. Now, Taurus is a fixed sign, lives in the second house, and it's ruled by Venus. So this can also incorporate themes like banking, possessions, valuables, agriculture, land, art, music, farming, and resources. This is all also like how you make your money, your paycheck from a job, savings, and investments. And then Jupiter is philosophy, faith, beliefs, blessings, truth, higher knowledge. I feel it's very upbeat, positive, luck and abundance. Yeah. And then Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius. It can be reckless, wild, rebellious, energy. It's efficiency, electronics, internet, futuristic, themes, and solutions, unexpected surprises, and doing things non-traditionally, which is the complete opposite of Taurus, by the way. This transit is a new cycle beginning, but it's going to be a bigger effect and have a bigger impact because of the two powerhouses coming together. Jupiter expands everything that it touches, and Uranus is chaotic, unexpected upsets or unexpected surprises. So this could be something breaking down so that something new can be built, especially through earthquakes. Taurus is an earth sign. We definitely just had an earthquake here. Um, it was only felt in Connecticut, New Jersey, and New York, but Boston did get some after effects. It wasn't nearly as bad as Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey. Um, but that could just be the beginning of something because we're not even at the exact conjunction point. So that could just be a sign of things to come. But this could be volcanic eruptions, chaos, and liberation. You want to think back to 2010 and 2011. That's the last time we had this. 2010 was in Aries. In fact, it was at 0 degrees of Aries. And 2011, it was in Pisces. And the last time we actually had it in Taurus was 1941. Now, I did do a video on breaking down the history of all of this in my yearly videos. So if you go to my playlist, you can check all the yearly videos that I did for this year. If you want more information from that perspective. But 1941 was World War II. And so there's already been talks of war and stuff. So this could also be something that repeats in that same kind of way during this time. It doesn't have to be, but there are definitely going to be some disruptive changes. So this can bring significant changes in innovation with Uranus, the desire for progress and the need for stability, or um, um, I don't know why I keep forgetting that word, but um, I think this is more about sovereignty. That's the word I'm looking for, than even more than stability. Stability is important, but sovereignty, because Jupiter also rules culture and from a societal perspective, I think it's very clear now more than ever that, you know, especially when it comes to Black people, is that we need separation to have our own. And so I think sovereignty is going to be an even bigger theme than stability, which is going to be very, very interesting to see how that plays out. But um, on a global level, this can be major advancements in technology, finances, ecological things, and politics. We can see breakthroughs in agriculture, energy, and finances, and disruption in finances, and a lot of setbacks with grids from possible earthquakes and stuff like that. Um, I think the best way to deal with this is to be flexible, adaptable, and open-minded. Take risks and explore possibilities. Stay grounded and practical. Find a way to connect, find a relationship to the earth, whatever that is for you, as a way to pay homage. Um, and I do think that people will have better access to wealth, even though that might be something that's seen as further from the truth. Wherever this is in your chart, is where a shocking development can arrive, something can open up. It can be a welcomed energy, and Jupiter will support innovative resources and opportunities that can help with changes that Uranus has already been activating. So the reason why I think that we are feeling this now is because Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018 or 2017. And even though Jupiter only just came and it's about to actually wrap up its stay in Jupiter, it's been there since May of last year. It's still the whole time they've just been working on coming closer and closer together. But haven't already been in that energy, we've kind of experienced what this is asking us to change in whatever area of life this is happening in for us. right? And so this activation is just kind of like, so say you've been taking steps, having issues, kind of like, think of it like as a retrograde, where it entered into Taurus, something popped up, but no changes were made. It entered into Jupiter, something popped up, but no changes were made. Well, the closer and closer they come together, the more disruption, pressure, anxiety, force, is going to come to that breaking point where you're going to be like, something has to change, because if it doesn't, I'm going to lose my fucking shit, right? It's going to kind of feel like that as they come closer and closer together. So it'll pop on the 20th, and it's just a building up of getting tighter and tighter and tighter until we get to the 20th. Um, and so um, Jupiter can expand this, it can exaggerate circumstances. This can be something becoming very clear to you that you're ready for change. Uranus is the awakener. We might not be able to ignore it anymore. We might be done and have reached our limit. And it's the end of something. Um, you're pretty much ready for the next version of something, or ready for change. This can be severe changes. Um, it's going to show us how, change is pretty messy. On a collective level, this can be changing our cultural values. It can be by way of something we see and can't deny. I don't know why, when I was thinking about this, you guys know I'm a really big fan of Dr. Boyce Watkins and the DEI stuff and affirmative action, and kind of like how we get railroaded in work, and we're just asked to kind of accept that and accept it because we need a paycheck. This is the pop that I see coming, is like people not really wanting to go to work anymore, not sacrificing the work anymore, overcoming the trauma, or having to overcome the trauma that comes with being at work, and kind of like making yourself small just to fit in because you need to live and survive. And so Uranus can come in and break these kinds of things up, or ways of feeling and acting and even responding in your work situations, to the point where either we're going to demand more innovation and creative ways of doing and being in the workplace, and or um people are going to get smarter, more methodical on how they build their wealth. And so you might see more short-term or high turnovers in the workplace, because people now are getting smarter. They're putting more into their 401k, taking that money and using it to build more capital, to build more um, financial support, to, just gain more finances in all kinds of ways. Whatever, it's really going to depend on where this is playing out for you in your chart. But I definitely think Uranus is like the light bulb that goes off. Like, what other creative, innovative ways can I play around with my work environment, my work habits, my, how I think about work, how I move when it comes to having to work, um, to get out of that environment because we're sick and tired of it, so that I can create my own real true programs, projects that help the community, do more for the neighborhoods, et cetera, et cetera. I think people are going to start to get real super dope, innovative ways of thinking and start their own businesses. Of course, again, this is all going to happen over time. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but I do think that this is the beginning of those thoughts coming in, again, in whatever way this is for you, to make the change. We're already seeing that being played out through Hollywood, Hollyweird, where there's kind of that breakdown happening, and that's going to continue to keep falling and breaking down. I think it's going to be the same thing for the workplace. People are just fed up and tired with the lack of the way that they kind of sell that these programs are here to help you. You go through the program, but you're still struggling. Why is that? Why haven't I progressed in life? Like, what is it that I'm doing wrong? And it's going to become evidently clear that it's not you, it's the system, and the way that the system kind of plays on the fact that they know what we need, right, to survive. And so it's going to be a lot of questioning, revamping, and changes being expected within those areas. Yeah. And so this could be very revolutionary changes. Again, Taurus is comfort, our daily stability, peace, and nerves. And this conjunction is coming to disrupt these themes that will lead to a new way of living, something that represents freedom and liberation. This can be an area you refuse to change because Taurus is what we've accepted as common, or the status quo. And so, again, we've already been feeling the need for these changes. It can be something that you can't fight anymore. It can be very fast, quick when it does come up. And you're being encouraged to take a risk that you are definitely ready for. Now, this is still connected to the eclipses because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is in Aries at 19 degrees, which was the same degree as the April 8th eclipse, which we'll be having on Monday. And so this is highlighting a new start. Aries is a new start, something that helps with self-improvement. And because it's connected to Chiron, Venus is conjunct Chiron, and it was conjunct Mercury in retrograde. And so this is bringing up questions of insecurities, fears, and the need for healing in some way, shape, or form. It's causing uncertainty in the new beginning. Venus is what we want. What can we create, and what we want to experience. And so again, I do think that this new start is delayed big time, because it's happening during a Mercury retrograde. And I mean, there has been so many different aspects to this North Node, which is not even crazy. I mean, it's not even funny. It's just insane. And so, and then we still have the stellium of energy in Pisces, which is all about, it's more spiritual, it's more internal, it's more intuitive. It's something you feel your way through and not move your way through. And so there's a lot of sitting with what's not right, or what doesn't feel right, or sadness, grieving, the lack, victim mentality, feeling sorry for yourself. And again, insecurities and fears, and kind of forcing us to look at what's keeping us back, what's holding us back from moving forward or being our best self, right? And so there's a lot more internal stuff going on here. It kind of feels like we know we need to change something right now. And again, we're feeling it bubbling up. But at the same time, we're just like, but why? What's the fucking point? Life sucks. Nobody cares. I have to do this all by myself. I don't want to do this by myself. I'm alone. You might need to break away from feeling bad about being alone or having alone time, in a way that is hindering you, especially if you're surrounded by people who don't want to change, are living, low vibrational lifestyles. I mean, it's really going to be different for everybody. But essentially, it's really forcing us to really think about our environment, what we want to change about our environment. This could be a fear of rejection. It's not going to work. I've tried this before, didn't get anywhere. Um, you know, fear of abandonment from previous experiences that affected your worth and values. Um, Problems with relationships with women. We're talking about Venus. So really take time to evaluate what you've been through, what worked and what didn't, and the things that didn't. Give yourself that time to heal, forgive yourself, apologize, send out loving vibrations, assess, and then look at the things. Then, as you let go of those things that didn't work, then start filling those things in with things that you want more of. Um, Day by day, that's going to take time. Change takes time. And being comfortable with that, accepting that, um, and doing whatever it is you need to do to get through that. I don't want to say get by because that's not the same thing, but to get through it, whatever that is for you, whether you're finding time to travel more, sleep more, meditate more, do yoga more, tap into whatever your spiritual faith-based practices are, go to church if that's what you do a retreat if that's what you do. Are you um uh changing your eating habits to more healthier things, working out and exercising, taking care of your mental health, taking care of health and wellness, not overdoing it or exerting yourself, taking hot baths and doing self-care, loving on yourself unapologetically. Right? This is going to be a slow process, okay? Being honest and direct with yourself, which builds strength to this new self that you're building up on or in building into, right? And then you have to look at Mars, because Mars rules Aries, which is where the eclipse, what sign the eclipse was in, and Mars is still in Pisces. And I actually really like Mars and Pisces for this time because it helps with the quiet and reflective energy. Um, it's going to help build a spiritual relationship with yourself. It's going to help you to dream big, be creative in your imagination and what it is that you want, what it is you want to change, and what do you want to fill that in with. This can include things like values, possessions, what you own, changing your environment, going to school, getting training, again, vacationing, getting a new job, changing your environment. I said that, fashion and interests, investments, and finances. And as you grow and build on those, again, those things are building strength. They're building faith in yourself and what you're capable of doing on your own. And Confidence is the word I'm looking for. As you grow within these new changes that you're making, you're noticing how they make you feel. You're accepting them for what they are. And again, that's going to continue to build into this kind of Aries like confidence so that you can lead in something, whatever this new beginning is for you. I actually really, really like this, although I think it's going to be quite kind of scary for some people. In fact, I think it's going to be a lot kind of scary for a lot of people, just because really change isn't easy, but also it's Uranus, so it's really out of our hands. And we have absolutely no control over how this is going to show up in our lives, and that can be scary, but necessary. And I think the benefits of that over time are going to be way, 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 way more healthier, better, upbeat, more financially, um, creatively, and liberating than it has been ever before. It's going to feel very different. You will feel this in a very Sagittarius upbeat kind of way. Like you're not going to be able to fight the fact that you're excited, even though there's chaos going on all around you. But it's like, it's almost as if biologically, we know this change needs to happen, even though it could be scary as fuck. That's how I feel about this, family. As usual, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.